Mike, good Queen Bess hasn't run since October, but she's an incredibly well-bred filly, and I don't think it's the strongest of field. What are you expecting from her?
Yeah, she's competitive off her mark in the handicap there, I think. Blinker's first time we're going to have a crack at. She's done well at home, despite her last run, which I thought was a little disappointing. Her form prior to that's pretty good, so I think must be included.
Excellent. Then Burnett, there was a lot to like about her last start. I thought it was a good quality field, and she's back in her own class of filly. I think she's quite generously priced, actually.
Yeah, I liked the last start a lot, despite I think there's a comment in the computer form as to a disappointing run. Possibly weren't watching the same race we were with Colts, and she was beaten by what I think is quite a decent 3-year-old handicapper. So the mile is a bit sharp for her. The draw is not in her favour, but it's going to, bring about a tactic change. I've been wanting to drop her out, which this family, a lot of them have run from quite well off the pace. So from that draw, we've got to really give her a proper chance to want to let her run on. But sharp, running on into the money for me would be a good run.
So it's fair to say that you're hoping for a good performance here, because she must go classic Oaks, I would think.
I think that's where we're headed with her. There's no doubt in my mind. Her form is going to be better over further. She's still quite an immature slight filly. She's only going to get better as she gets older. Yeah, but as I say, from the draw, we'll try something new. She's always been up there. If we sit at the back of the field, and as I say, running on is going to be really what we want to see.
In this very self-same spot, you made a statement before the running of the Guineas that if you ran a place or ran close, it would be like winning a Grade 1. And the form has already worked out really strong, because I think Cousin Casey ran a hell of a race in the Met, given the style of that he was forced to race with. And of course, Charles Dickens really said it all. He beat the two horses that ran first and second in the World Sports Betting Met.
Yeah, that was a hot Guineas, and with hindsight, it didn't go well for us. Union Square came out with a fracture, and obviously he didn't take the run too well and the travelling too well, Schumacher. So we ran into a freight train there, but it's a quality bunch of 3-year-olds. Cousin Casey went up 7 pounds with his Met, 5th place, I think. So it just shows you the quality of what we're dealing with. We're back on home turf now, but again, a shocking draw for Schumacher. I mean, I don't know what to say. He hasn't been able to negate the draw his last 2 in Gauteng. So it's going to be tough again. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just where we're at. He just got absolutely no luck this horse. So he's going to do very well to win from the draw, from what I see. It's a big field. There's a lot of low-rated horses. It's really tough, as well as he is in himself. It's just, if we're going to give them as much start as we've given them in the other 2 starts here, I don't see him reversing the results.
Well, his stable companion has to be the one to beat, because he hasn't travelled to Cape Town. Even though he's clearly looking for more ground, there's not much between them on the Dingaan's form.
He's very fresh. It's too short, the mile. We all know that. Obviously, if it's going to be soft Saturday, it's going to suit him. It's going to make it a much tougher task. I'm not sure he's the horse to beat. There's a couple of quality horses in the field, but again, drawn badly. All going to need a bit of luck. You've got Anfields, you've got Money Heist, all on the outside. Royal Victory's probably the horse to beat on the manner in which he won last time. He's drawn quite well, I think at 9, if I remember correctly. But someone's going to need some good luck, and there's going to be a few hard luck stories, in my opinion. East Coast need to go hard for him to have a chance in the mile. Obviously our view is Derby Classic. That's the type of horse he is.